shit.
Oof.
Also, I downgraded to a to dial-up, so I hope this is fine.
Okay.
Mike! You can't do that.
My brain didn't process that sentence for a second. Surely, my friend Michael Bachmann doesn't mean this. My good friend.
Jennifer, from your tweet, here's that sword.
Yay! Thank you. I looked at it and I'm like, what the fuck does this mean?
What?
Idiot! I tweeted notes from our last.
They're all good notes.
How did that game go with Tim, your friends that you played with?
I've been sick all of November,
Yeah,
so that didn't happen.
Oh,
it didn't. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I threw up that day.
I literally walked in the door from work and Tim was throwing up in a trash can
Yeah.
while on the couch. I was like, well,
I don't want to brag, but yeah, that's what I was
it was
doing.
pretty gross.
That sounds. You live a charmed life. Are
What is
we
this?
Live?
Yeah, we're live, my dude.
Watch out.
Tony, stop launching shit at me. It doesn't.
Oh, is this gonna? I do feel like it's a really good time for them to be attacking both of you during the stream.
Except that it takes like literally 18 hours.
True.
Tony keeps. I
hate this game.
I've made Humble Rod such a bastion of death that like no one can touch it. Yet these cowards and fools are still sending their shit my way.
Wow, I can't believe they
That's
did
because I
that.
sent it like yesterday.
No,
It's
Tony's
only
like, I'm still gonna send stuff at you. I'm like, Tony, I'm going to win. Just stop.
Meanwhile, I'm backdooring Tony so hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
He likes it.
So who's dead?
Mushi, Will died first because he sent his queen at me on Oopsie Doopsie.
Oh no, he did it by accident.
Basically gave Tim a ridiculously unfair advantage, but go on.
But also gave Josh an unfair advantage. I need to... Hey, Twitch, if you think that Tony should gift me his subs instead of attacking me, just slam down that anything. I don't know.
Any number that's not 7. That one's
Like if you think that Tony should gift the subs, RT if you would kiss the subs.
Yeah.
If you had accidentally told them to press 7, I would have had to take out my dick, and I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, you gotta save it for the correct times.
Like, I want to attack you just for the goof.
Yeah, but
really
I have nothing
tempting.
near you.
I told so the other night Tim was like, oh, I really need to wake up at like 4 a.m. and to do this thing. I'm like, if you fucking wake me up at 4 a.m., I will actually kill you. And I don't think he did it. He didn't set an alarm that woke me up, but he may have.
Okay, so Brother Trevious says no mercy. I don't like you anymore. I thought we'd have to
Tony has to keep doing what he's doing.
Which is being an absolute fucking maniac.
I think he has some sort of devious plan.
I don't know. I fucked him over though. That's for goddamn sure. Come at me, get dead. That's what happens. So Will died. I killed Will.
Yes.
Like this end of the first day because he didn't know how to play. Nick died because he stopped playing and didn't know how to play. Mushi had a psychotic breakdown.
And I attacked him in the middle of the night. And then he woke up and he was like, "I quit."
Yeah. And then he sent all of his subs everywhere, so it's insanity. Tony is essentially dead now.
Josh and Tim are really mad at each other.
Ruining friendships. What?
I'm not actually, Michael. I'm not actually mad at Josh. I just need him to think so that he keeps funneling shit
Josh, I
at
hope
me.
you're not watching this stream right now.
You are.
I can tell.
I don't think I can lose.
I'm gonna get hot. I can already tell.
Same
in
as
my
these.
JoJo
See,
sweatshirt.
saying that makes me want to make you lose. Because, like,
That's
I
true.
think I could make you lose.
I think you can. You're too far.
I think I could.
If you and Jesse gang up, you can make me lose. But then the game's gonna go on for another 5 days. So
I don't want that. That's the only thing I don't want. We all lose in that case.
Yeah, and Jesse's gifting me a fuck ton of subs. So even if she does do it.
Why, Jesse?
Yeah, and my southern mine is a hellscape. My eastern mine is a hellscape. And Humble Rod is like insane. Tony is sending his He's gonna send all of his stuff after me and be dead tomorrow.
I just hope Ben and Tony and Josh have some sort of plan to destroy you.
No, they don't.
No, I think they do. They must. They're smart.
Well, they might, but Ben's not close enough to any of my stuff. He has like about 100.
We shouldn't talk about this.
50. We shouldn't. No, actually, I think what Ben has on his way right now is gonna break through, and I'm really pissed about it. I don't like it personally.
I did the first level of the tutorial.
There you go.
It's not. I wish I had started.
It's taken over my entire life. Fuck.
Guys, I'm just doing a little advertising for our shop right now with this good shirt.
Look at that.
It's a good shirt. It's very soft.
I don't like
Nice.
not hosting the stream because that means I don't see myself as much. The game's called Subterfuge. Is what the game is called. I too am gonna get up.
I just don't care for Tim.
Get nude. Are you also wearing one of our? Oh no, that's the shirt that was too big for me. That's now yours.
Gotta-
Get Elfie.
I got the Share Zone shirt.
I'm wearing a nice Fruit of the Loom white tee.
Couture.
Listen, not to
Thanks.
brag or anything.
It's getting. I'm gonna really just lean into my red and orange combo here.
Oh god.
You look like a Halloween Christmas man, a Christmas pumpkin.
The color saturation can't handle it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, what is it?
Like, ugh, those things don't go together.
Gross.
Okay, guys, let's
Are you guys ready to play a D&D?
Kinda.
kinda. Can I,
I
have some
forgot
dice,
how
please?
though. We only have like 5,000 sets of dice right here.
Truth.
Which one should I roll first?
Now that I'm not
Never
sick
had-
anymore, my belly's coming back. I kind of missed it.
Ruh-roh.
I have this nice opalite dice ready to roll.
Ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock, roll.
Oh, I think I've mostly stopped coughing, so that's fun.
That's a
Yeah,
positive.
I have felt good 2 days this week, which is such a blessing.
Meanwhile, Carly has pneumonia, I think.
No!
Like,
Yikes.
seriously horrific.
That sucks.
I stopped taking my cool ass inhaler.
Gotta save it up for
Gotta
the
save it up.
apocalypse when you need it for sure.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I mean, I don't have Audacity open, but
I'm ready in my soul.
Let's all open Audacity
I-
as a team.
I actually have it open already.
What?
Yeah,
You're
I've
talking
had.
shit.
Man,
You have dad power now.
I hope that Audacity somehow breaks
No.
the stream.
Why would you?
that's
Say this.
What?
He doesn't want to see anyone succeed.
Wow.
No.
A thing that
I'm a hater.
that I actively hate doing, and I've been begging for someone else to do. I'm gonna punch the microphone, and my computer's gonna light on fire.
Well, at least you won't be hosting the stream.
That's so true.
Knocked it earlier, and it made a horrible buzzing sound in my ears, and I thought my eardrums were gonna explode.
Yes. Hey everybody, it's your boys and girls. Now that Brooklyn Nine-Nine has a bi character,
Finally.
finally.
Wait, what?
Finally, no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. We're finally, going to be accepted. Also, countdown until every single character on D&D is a Brooklyn Nine-Nine character.
It's coming.
I think Toby is going to, after this arc, Toby's going to go through something, and he's just going to be Raymond Holt, is what I've decided. He's going to
Oh my god, I would love that.
batten down the hatches.
I don't think Toby could be Raven Holt.
Me either. I don't think I can.
It's not possible. No. Oh my god, I cannot imagine. You're doing too much shrieking.
Too true.
He would never shriek.
Yeah, you could
Listen.
not do it.
Bone! Remember he yells bone?
Fail.
I'll be Raymond.
Someone said Toby equals Charles, and that is true.
Yeah, it's
actually.
true. That is true.
Yes.
Toby and a little bit of
Jake.
and Scully.
What are the
No,
names
Steve
of
is Scully.
the two kind of like fat
Hitchcock and
guns?
Scully.
Yeah,
Rowan
yeah.
is Scully.
I saw one of those dudes, like one of the actors, like in a serious role in something that Carrie was watching, and I could not handle it.
You're like, nope.
Yeah.
I was like, no, this
I
is
started
not-
watching Deadwood, and
how's that?
It's good and
That'll
extremely
happen when you
old.
get to a certain age.
But oh golly, and I think which one is the one that has the high and tight? Is that Scully?
Yeah,
Or is it
Scully.
Hitchcock?
Yes.
Scully was like an old timey drunk bad man in
Oh,
Deadwood.
really?
And I was like, that's hilarious.
Oh no.
He made fun of Wild Bill Hickok and
Nice.
didn't care for
I
that.
know it is the other way.
This
Yeah,
way.
that is right.
I was
All
being a gangster elf, as the kids say.
Can we fucking start?
D&D.
My Twitch chat in Beginner doesn't work anymore, so I can't really see the chat, which is probably for the best.
The safest this
Okay.
way.
What are we doing?
On go.
Oh
No, wait.
shit!
Yeah.
I'm ready. No, wait. What the fuck?
What?
It's the wrong microphone.
What?
Make sure
What
you
is
have the
this?
right microphone selected.
Oh man.
All the right microphones are selected. Yeah, everyone check
How
the
long have you been
microphones.
waiting to say that to someone?
Yes!
5 years.
Finally. Alright,
Are we ready?
An old version of me
Yes.
came from the future. Be ready on the 12th of December. Or the 7th. Fuck!
That's exactly what he says.
Well, he
God damn it!
he visited me again like, the next night. And he's like, listen, I know I told you the 12th, but I fucked up. It's very expensive to time travel. I had to do it
This
twice.
time he has 2 eye patches. Oh, shit. I'm ready.
All right. Okay then.
Oops.
Carly, no, it wasn't Jerry. He might be also in it, but it was Scully. I promise. Okay, on go. 3, 2, 1, go. We're recording.
Recording.
A podcast.
Good job.
Keyest.
Up.
Back.
Welcome to podcast. I'm your host, Microphone.
Why are we laughing?
I am your host, dude with a beard.
As a white man with a beard, I have a podcast.
Huh.
Name one white boy with a beard that doesn't
doesn't-
have a podcast.
You can't. It's
Can't.
impossible.
So usually I turn down my audio so that you don't pick up the back from the outside of my headphones, but I can't do that because I'm streaming, so I have to grab my other headphones. Be right back.
Miss you. Every single time Bachmann walks off frame whenever we're streaming, I hope he comes back and it's some sort of tanking situation.
And it, like half the time it is.
That was so good.
Like a sexy elf or something.
Yeah, half the time he has like a brownie, and the other half he's wearing a
or
sexy
like a
elf
bold
costume.
dessert, like a
Yeah,
brownie and
you
ice
will
cream.
never know
Usually
it's
the
Ice
bowl.
cream.
It's
Yeah.
always something good.
Yeah.
I want a treat.
He lives a charmed life.
There was just fucking candy in my kitchen at work this morning. I'm like, who keeps bringing their old Halloween candy to work? Please stop. Because I'm going to eat all of it. How are
Carly's
your
mom,
subs?
no. Carly's dad bought us sake, and I'm drinking it.
Ooh,
And
I
I
noticed.
asked her if I could open it, and she's in the chat, and she's gonna yell at me
Uh-oh. You're in
Why did you
trouble.
say that out loud then?
because I figure, you know what? It's better just to live an honest life.
Damn.
And any passion is good passion. That's what I say.
I got a passion for drinking things I'm not supposed to.
No. Making your spouse angry riles up their blood.
Oh, this I understand a lot more about our relationship now.
Everything is clear now.
Wow.
First of all, you're always angry and horny.
Well-
so
Your point is,
Tony keeps. I don't know if Tony's in the
Horny.
chat, but I'm horny. I want a sub. Oh,
Did he get a treat?
I feel like he just has the same headphones.
Oh, that's a hat. He's okay. I couldn't see.
We have 107 people. That's really great.
Everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
everyone is excited for the holidays.
Yeah, we haven't strummed in a million years, and we actually
It's so long.
moderately promoted it this time. The day before is what I mean.
Yeah,
or more than the day before.
not half an hour before.
Right.
Not shit.
Yeah. Michael, don't betray me. Daddy, please.
Father.
Daddy, please don't betray me.
I just want to. It's your hubris. That's what makes me just want to betray you.
I did so good though.
It's only because I let you do good.
That shit that I did with Tony has got me buzzing though. I will say.
I can't. It's not on the part of the map I can see. So to me, nothing happened.
And again, I had a mild panic attack Wednesday morning. What a great new Jaela.
Wait, let me see it.
I'll show you in 1 fucking second.
I'm also drinking my sake out of Hello Kitty.
Oh, I have some of those.
Which Matthew Morris got me in Japan.
Oh my
Yes, he
goodness.
got me
Yes.
some too.
I ain't getting
They're
it.
so fun.
Slurp it.
Slurp that.
That's the right way. That's the right way to drink sake. Sake.
You gotta aerate it with your own mouth.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing? Are we ready? And I didn't realize
I
it.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've already started recording, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think so.
Yep.
What's happening?
We all had the right microphones.
Give me a second. I'm probably gonna break everything.
Oh my god, I'm being attacked. Why is this happening?
All right, Jennifer. We don't have a pop filter on there, so really just lean into it.
You're getting rid of your pop filter?
It doesn't really do anything when we're 14 feet away. So, and 2 of us.
Amateur.
I'm not sure.
Wow.
I like all these new shirts. They're so good.
There's so many good
They
ones.
are really good.
I bought this shirt and then the big pig shirt that Hugo did, but the shirt came with a hole in it, which is stupid. So I have to return it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the I got the Drugs and Dragons one, but I bought the like really nice touch version, and it runs a little small. I don't know if it expands later. I know I got my belly back a little bit, but then watch out there for medium, because medium of the normal type is what I consider medium, and medium of whatever that was a little bit smaller and made my belly look like a bowl full of jelly.
Just wear it with a grandpa cardigan.
I wear them all the time.
We've been selling a ton of shirts. We make like 3 cents per shirt, which is bad, but it's great.
Yep.
There's so many of them out there now, and like at PAX Unplugged, we kept seeing people with shirts, which
That's
was
right. We
great.
did. That was really cool.
Yeah.
It was like, super cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it was the right choice. It is hilarious how little money we make from it. But that's totally fine.
But I just want shirts.
I just want shirts. It's selfish to me. You know, it's totally a selfish move. It's like we're gonna make less money but get more art, and the artists will get money. So
Yeah.
And I always want to wear people's art anyway, so.
Exactly.
it
Hell,
pays
win
our
for all
ego
of us.
better.
Yes. Just you can't get enough of that.
I need so much.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Am I?
Oh boy. Oh boy. I hope you guys. This is gonna be. You guys are gonna have to use your brains.
No.
This
Why would you do this to us?
Hey.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to pick up on all the clues I dropped a month ago when we recorded.
Are you shitting me?
I'm really not.
Piece of paper.
Okay, last time this happened, one of us died, so.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and this time, make Nika decide. That's what I said.
No, don't make me.
I told him to drink both.
I'm stressed out.
All right.
Do I have the right
Good.
numbers on Twitch? Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you go ahead.
Greetings, adventurers. You have joined us for another episode of the Drunks and Dragons podcast. I am your dungeon master, Michael DiMauro, and with me is Tim Lanning,
Hey, everybody. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Jennifer Cheek,
Hey everybody.
Nika Howard,
Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to dive into this dank dungeon with you.
and Mike Bachmann.
Jokes.
Nice.
We are a comedy podcast.
Nice.
Don't say it that way. Cut that out.
Leave it in. Leave it in.
How's
Put it in
everybody-
multiple times.
How's everybody doing? It's been a long time since we recorded.
It's been a
when was
while.
this time?
I think it's been like 3.5 weeks. It's been
Shit.
a
Yeah, it
long
was-
time.
Like November 11th or something.
The
Well,
30th.
For those of you listening at home and not watching on the stream, we're all in the holiday holiday season. We're in the holiday
Spirit.
mood. Yes, the
We
spirit.
are in
That's
the
what I'm
holiday
trying to say.
season also, though.
We are also in the holiday
Yes.
season.
Temporally,
Both of
that
us.
is where we're located.
It is December. We are all wearing holiday hats right now, including Nika, who's wearing a Viking hat in red and white.
Yeah, and normally people, when they say holiday hats, they do mean Santa hats and extreme Christmas. But Nika has on a Flintstones, whatever hat, you know.
Oh, yeah.
His Illuminati type thing.
Oh yes, I'm a Freemason.
Yeah, Freemason. So that's another holiday right there. So.
The Flintstones Illuminati holiday.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, everyone. So we're diverse in our own about as diverse as. Never mind.
I'll just stop there. Before we launch into our fun and exciting game of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, we just wanted to put a little note out there to y'all. Oh God, here comes the coughing.
Never said you weren't coughing anymore. God.
Yeah, I know. The problem is that I started talking.
What a liar.
We wanted to put a little note out to you all that there's a new feature on Patreon, which we haven't really talked about too much, but
Well, it supposedly just came out like today.
No, we're not talking about that, Jennifer.
Oh.
Oh.
I ruined everything.
The cheek, not JPG.
and pause for
One,
okay.
and two. We just
So anyone at the $5 tier can listen to ad-free episodes of the D&D podcast, Drunks and Dragons. It'll just be in your feed. You can subscribe, and it'll be like a normal special feed for you. So
yeah.
And if for
Look at
some
that.
reason you don't want to hear ASMR Pogs content, then yeah, that's where you get it.
Yeah. Most people like the ads, but some don't, and whatever, you know.
it's it gives you choices.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's mostly because one dude on the internet is a huge fucking asshole, and like most
Yes,
nerds,
one dude.
like most,
There's only the one.
there's only one.
You're really working hard.
Yeah, and
Gets
like,
around.
and like most nerds, we listen to negative feedback more
And
than we
only
listen to,
negative feedback.
and we fight with that guy every 6 months. And congratulations.
And this is for you, except for fuck you, we blocked your IP
Yeah, fuck
address.
you.
You can't do another podcast and e-butts.
Because of that, actually, out of spite, we've got a new tier. If you pay us $10, it's ads only. You don't get
Yes.
any of the show. It's just ads.
Just
Some of the
ads.
ads are very fun.
It's all the content you crave about shavings and wines and.
I'll tell you what. If you like to shave a bottle of wine, or
if you gotta hire
if you
somebody,
need to hire someone to shave a bottle of wine, you know what I'm saying?
we're your guys and gals.
And guys and gals.
Yep. Indeed.
I also want to, that's exciting. And I also wanted to thank Mr. Red for helping Jerry in the Wiki zone. Jerry went through and did so much Wiki work.
He actually broke himself.
He
Which
broke
is
himself.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Got like
Jerry.
carpal tunnel.
yeah. So Mr.
Wow,
Red has been doing some of
wow.
the more recent ones, and I just wanted to thank them because it's amazing. And unfortunately, that means our recaps might be accurate from now on.
Boy.
Speak for yourself.
You could say that these quality posts on the wiki are the light at the end of the carpal tunnel.
Nice. You can find the wiki by going to geeklyinc.com, and then on the bullshit on the right side of the page, you will see Drunks and Dragons, and then there's the word wiki. You click that button because it's a website, and
And
that's
that's
how
where it is.
websites work.
It also says wiki at the top. And also you can just go to /wiki.
These
Wow.
are so
.com.
good.
I'm giving you some pro tips.
Yeah. So we haven't streamed or excuse me, recorded for a while, so
We're stalling.
stalling, and we had to get rid of some business. What do you guys have for lunch today? I had clam chowder.
I've already
I
forgotten.
had-
What are you drinking?
Oh, I stole things. Well, people had lunch and learned, and I went and I kept walking by the room
Nice.
until they left, and immediately went in,
Nice.
and I got a burrito and a cookie. It was delicious.
I'm drinking sake that Carly's dad gave to us out of a glass that Matthew Morris gave me from Japan. So
Wow,
I'm feeling real good.
Nice.
I'm
blessings.
drinking a wine that I might like talk about in about 24 minutes.
Nice.
Tim and I are drinking a pink wine that frankly has a bit of a
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no.
go on. Fascinating.
Is this a
Pink
hint of a
wine
robot?
like that?
Well,
Just a-
I am drinking a lovely like white chocolate hot cocoa with
Oh,
peppermint
cool.
schnapps.
Oh, cool.
All up in
guys-
that.
You guys stop first. Wait, Nika's
And then-
back.
It's,
and then Bachmann left.
Oh no.
What?
Bachmann, no
I didn't go anywhere.
That
I'm here.
can't be good.
That could be good.
ass.
Well,
It's been going so well so far.
Wait,
Like
can you
the
guys
content.
No,
not
Bachmann,
hear me
you went
anymore?
away too.
No,
We
we
can
hear
hear
you
you
now.
now.
What the
We
fuck
can hear
just
you.
happened?
I felt like a ghost where like nobody can like because you guys didn't go anywhere. Everybody's still talking. I didn't have any lag, and so I was like, "What? I didn't leave. I'm here, you guys."
it's my birthday.
Oh.
It's a sad day where we're gonna remember Mike Bachmann at his best time.
Yeah.
Mike Bachmann.
Before you had that-
This is the 100th episode that Bachmann has not been on, so we decided
Since that fateful day that he had the grilling accident.
where our poor boy, tried to grill some ice cream and did not go well. Oh, multiple subs are on my sonar. Excuse me.
Tim's playing a horrible
Stop
game.
it.
No, don't do it.
He's gonna ruin our
Jennifer,
podcast
you gotta
and our
take
marriage
Got away from him.
with this game. I'm gonna throw your phone down a well.
He can't be trusted.
Oh, bad boy.
Um,
Wow.
Carrie
Anyway.
Carrie made me this hot cocoa, and I really like the attention to detail that it's white hot cocoa, and she put it in the whale cum mug.
We were just saying while you were gone for a second, we were like, Bachmann always has good treats while he's recording, and we were looking for what treat you had and thought you didn't have one, but you did have one.
Oh, I got that treat.
I did. I'm that number one treat boy. It's why you guys have me on here. It's the role that I fill.
Yeah, originally we were supposed to be an alcohol and candy reviewing podcast slash website.
I mean, we still could be.
We still could be.
Yeah.
Not that far off.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Let's
Shit.
not put this off anymore. Let's roll
Alright,
D20.
no.
Fuck.
Don't make me. I'm so afraid.
Get a 9.
I got that
I'm rolling-
good 6.
Woo! I got a good 6 too.
7.
Fuck!
Uh-oh.
How did I peak with a 9?
This is not good tidings for our evening.
Nika, don't worry. I peaked at 9 also.
Oh.
Wowie! Get them out. Get the bad rolls out now. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Every day.
Nika,
So,
what happened last week on the Drunks
Last-
and Dragons podcast?
last week on episode 241, the actual diary of Sinu the Red. Seriously, this time.
Are you just gonna read it?
You know, I might. That was my plan, actually. Because I don't remember because it was a second episode.
It's like, so we're doing this, huh?
All right.
But our group, the Atlanta Falcons. Why can't I read either?
It's like when someone tries to summarize a PowerPoint and they try to like make it seem like they're not reading it, and then
We
they just
all
read
know.
it. It's like, damn.
I can't. I need some help. So we went and we defeated Safina.
Mhm.
Yes.
Denton
And then
cried a lot. And
Denton cried a lot.
Mhm.
You guys
Sure
found
did.
like multiple weird bookcases?
Oh yeah, we did a lot of checking
Bookcases
of
behind
of
bookcases?
journals.
Right, because the episode was called "The Battle of the Books" or something. The actual episode. That's what it was called. I don't remember.
Mm.
The Battle of the Books.
oh, that was listed as 240.
Yes, that's what the episode before this was. Yes.
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 The battle for the books. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay,
Yeah, because now we got
but
the books.
now this
now
is
we got-
the actual diary of Senior the Red. Seriously, this time, and this is
Really?
where we did all of our switching around and reading of books.
Yeah.
Really, what happened was Tim mislabeled the episode before that.
No.
And I didn't bother to check it myself, and it just went up that way. And
That's so
now
true.
it's confusing.
It's not the first time I've done that. It's just the first time that I've done it in such a specific way. So
Oh
Here we are.
gosh. This is why I forgot the episode because Rowan gave Denton a potion to try and keep him calm, but it was one to slow him down and he talked really slow. For a good part.
Oh yeah, that's when Jennifer pulled. Is this that episode where you pulled that potion out and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what this is.
I don't know
Michael
what
doesn't know
this
what
is.
it
I
is.
gotta help.
yeah.
That is the best. That's the only Dungeons and Dragons we have ever done.
Well, thank you. I will continue to pull such stunts out of my ass. Another 5 years. Cheers, buddies.
So it was a lot of getting magic items / reading these journals that were the journals
Yes.
of Sinu
Very
the Red. And there were all these black leather journals that had the pages ripped out, and they were shoved into different points of the other journals, sort of showing a kind of a fractured personality.
Yes.
Because
there was like the scared boy and then the like mean boy. That was right.
And did we already talk about how there were like pages pulled out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I had a panic attack earlier today that I was being like insensitive towards people
Oh.
that actually have real problems. This is magic and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Magically induced. Like a Jekyll and Hyde situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, not multiple personalities or schizophrenia, just magic.
No, definitely not schizophrenia.
Just Jekyll and Hyde syndrome.
Yeah, always good to make sure.
We're a comedy podcast.
Oh, wait.
We're a comedy podcast that occasionally gets yelled at.
For every single year we exist.
Yes. So, okay, so can we just summarize for the listeners at home, and definitely not for me or anyone on this podcast, like the general gist of.
Well, if you remember, we rolled d20s 25 minutes ago, and that's where we are right now.
So, what happened? Basic.
What'd you call me?
All right, we can't look at the recaps before.
No. I just finished reading it. But what happened was we just finished defeating Safina, and then we got magic items. We read about Sinu, and then we learned about some sort of his duality and everything. And
So Sinu was talking about his master doing some shit to him, is what we think, right?
yes, yeah,
Okay.
and that's.
And
Toby
it
went to
ended,
the Astral Plane, but I think that's pretty much.
it ended on Tony. It ended on Tony and his subs. It ended up with Toby going to the Astral Plane, and me saying, and Tony's or Tony shit. I did it
Oh
again.
my god.
That's it's Toby 2 and then Tony's the third one.
Yeah,
In my head.
I do that all the time myself.
And me saying Toby's mind was blown with what he saw, and then ending the podcast, and then making a mental note that at some point I should figure out what Toby saw, and then remembering just now.
And
that I
did you
made
figure
that.
it out?
For being
of
the
course.
best dungeon master I ever had, you sure are really, really zany with all this stuff, and I respect it.
He just likes to improv. He's
I love
gotta
it.
create on the fly.
Yeah. Could you imagine if Michael prepared how good of a DM he would be? 'Cause, like, without preparing, he's like one of the best out there.
Can you imagine how good our podcast would be if any of us knew what the fuck was happening at any time?
I know what's happening.
Good.
I feel like it would be worse, personally.
Probably.
Who wants perfection?
Okay, so I guess we're gonna start with Toby.
Cool.
And he's in the
Um,
astral plane.
And he's in the astral.
But we're not in the
plane.
astral plane with him.
No.
Did Toby bring Xena with him?
For some reason, no.
Huh, okay.
So
Weird.
you are in a great silvery sea, and above you is the same as below you. You're just sort of floating in space.
Okay.
And there's sort of like white and gray motes of light from different stars, and there's these pools. There's these like magical light pools around you,
Wicked
And,
David Bowie soundtrack.
and you're just sort of floating in this weird
Space
space.
oddity.
Did I
you turn to
hit
your
the wrong mushroom again? Oh
you
gosh.
turn to your right, and you see what looks to be like a giant floating boulder.
Okay.
And it slowly rotates, and you see that it actually has the face of a man on it. So it looks like a giant rock head just
Oh, these
floating
those-
through space.
They show me what you got, aliens.
Show me what you got.
Does it look sentient or is it like a statue? Or
It just
does
seems
look
like it looks like a rock. Looks like a giant boulder.
It's the head of Unicron.
Can I swim?
You wiggle your arms and nothing happens.
Dang. Well, I guess I just try to cast a spell on myself.
To be fair, though, if you were actually trying to swim in water and you wiggled your arms, nothing would happen either. So that's not how you swim.
I'm gonna cast Major Image. Is that worth it?
Why don't you do like an Arcana check?
For you, anything, my
Like,
man.
how about you just take a fucking step back, buddy?
Back. Old Arcana check. Jones doesn't do Arcana check, does he?
Wow.
Wow.
He thinks he's above it.
28, I think.
Okay, you remember reading about the astral plane and how you can't actually move in traditional ways, but you can move with your mind.
Okay, I remember this, and so I think to myself, forward towards the rock. Let's do this, Toby.
You start floating towards the rock.
Can I float out of the sea, or like, can I go?
It's just like you're kind of like in space. It's
Okay,
essentially
cool.
like you're in this weird silvery space with like lights around you and not much other shit.
Radical. I'm gonna go fly and land on top of the statue because I miss the firm ground beneath my little tiny baby feet.
Okay. What part of the head do you land on?
I was thinking just, right down the middle of his part, assuming his hair. If he had a propeller cap, I'd probably land right where the propeller was. But I don't think you never said he had a propeller cap.
He does not have a propeller cap.
Yeah, just right on the top of his dang head. If what's that soft spot on a baby? If he was a baby,
I think it's just called soft.
Yep, you nailed it.
It probably has a more.
I'm sure it has a science name.
Okay, you land on it.
Wow. I'm just looking around, man. I'm drinking it in. Tim probably thinks that Toby should talk to this giant rock, but Toby, that's not the first thing he would do. So he's taking out his mage hand and furiously copying notes, trying to drink all this in from a knowledge standpoint, and he's just kind of gonna wait and sees what he sees.
So
he's definitely walking around on top of this little tiny head-like island.
So you look behind you and you see sort of this silver pool of color, which is where you came from.
Okay.
And off in the distance, you see another similar pool of color that is ruby red.
Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, should we play HQ live on air? I know.
Oh.
Okay.
And like further off, you can see other colors and things like that.
So what you're telling me is I came out of one of these pools. Around me, there's a lot of pools.
Not a lot around you.
There's a
They're like
handful.
far off.
Far off. Okay, well, Toby assumes that these are other portals to other planes, right? That makes sense. I think that's something that Toby would...
This is just like in The Magician's Nephew, where you jump in the pools and you go to other worlds.
Oh, okay. We're in our Narnia phase, finally.
Yeah, I think with that Arcana check, you know that's fairly accurate.
Cool. I probably will exclaim out loud, like, wow, I could go all sorts of places with these teleportation holes. And then I just keep just drawing.
Toby's having a good time.
Yeah, man, just living my
As
He's
best life.
relaxing.
As you walk across the nose of this thing, you feel like it's looking at you from behind, but you turn and the eyeball doesn't seem to be moving.
Gotcha, because this is kind of like a Mario Galaxy situation. As I walk around it, I was like, okay.
So what you need is a Yoshi.
What I need is a Yoshi. I can do that. I walk over to the hole of the nose, and I want to put my hand in and give it a little tickle.
Okay, it's just rock, so nothing tickles.
Damn, I really wanted to sneeze me out. Okay. And then I guess I'll say, hello, Mr. Stone Face Man? hello.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Well, I walk and I continue walking around, and I definitely don't get close to that big ass mouth. I say no, thank you, and then I scooch around it, and I glare at the mouth, and I do so because I'm trying to drink it in. Okay. Do I recognize the face at all? Can I make a history check?
You can make a history check.
You shook your head. It's pretty high.
This is Bleaselborg.
It's 27. 27 total.
You're fairly confident that this is some being that is lost in history.
Weird.
There's no...
Okay, then I'm going to do, I guess, prestidigitation or whatever. Let me make sure that's what that does.
It's the skull of Lincoln.
Wow! Oh, no. Damn!
Is it Lincoln?
Can we go there and then we go to the two Drunkeros via that portal area and get the fuck out?
Damn you to hell
of this world. It sucks here. I'd rather go to a world literally filled with demons than be in our current world.
Toby, it makes like he's gonna jump off this thing's chinny chin chin and gets ready to jump and then turns around and prestidigitizes just so many sparks in front of this thing's eyes and its nose hole. All these things as he starts saying, "Yeah!" Because again, he thinks this thing's alive and he wants it to be his friend and he's trying to scare it the way that a gnome would.
That's not how you make friends.
Well, you know, not always.
Like I don't consider myself an expert by any means.
Gnome culture is zany. You know, they like to play pranks.
That's fair.
Nothing appears to happen.
Oh shit! Okay, fine. I don't want to be your friend anymore. I mean, crap. I don't want to be your friend either, Mr. Rockman. Is there literally any other Rockman? Or there anything else near me?
You start to get the feeling that that this is like maybe a flavorful thing that will come up later, but nothing else will really happen here now.
Okay, so I don't know. I forget how do I have to jump through my pool or can I just like tap my cloak? I forgot to look up.
I forget how that cloak works. One way or the other, you can get back through the silver
I do it. Yeah, it's not worth it. All right, I go. And I jump up, and as I'm slowly flying back to the hole, I'm kind of sketching out with my mage hand what the face looks like. Got it? Bub.
Got it, pal.
Got it?
All right, you go through, and you're back. And for the rest of you guys, Toby just sort of disappeared for a second, then he just popped back into existence.
Ooh.
Man, I was gone for a long time.
Do you do that a lot?
No, it's my first time. Wow, guys, I gotta tell you, I saw a big rock head. And that's about it.
Was it doing anything?
No, I felt like it looked at me at one point, but then it didn't do it. And then I tried to scare it. That didn't work. I didn't really look near its mouth because I was afraid of getting eaten up. And then I was like, well, this seems like a waste of time. And then I jumped on back.
You know, there's a penny in my dad's house that's like that too. It's really scary. I don't like going in that area.
What? Did it look like this? And I show her the picture.
Well, I meant more like just, you walk by and it feels like it's looking at you.
Oh.
But should I roll to see if I know the face?
Sure. What if it's Rowan's father?
Oh shit, my dad.
Lost in time.
What kind of, is this like a history check?
Yeah, history. Okay. Denton goes, well, you did your best. I'm sure there was nothing to learn there.
23.
I bet he missed some really obvious clue.
Don't say that. I tried my best. What else can I do other than say, I want to look around?
Rowan does not know what this thing is.
No, it's just a scary lady in my dad's house.
Oh, okay.
And I walk by, it looks like she's looking at me.
Cool.
I don't like it.
Oh, did you mean the thing in your dad's house?
Yeah.
The stone head?
No, you're trying to get the head.
Yeah, I was trying to recognize the head.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Well, also, I think we could probably travel between worlds, which is neat. I didn't test them, but this one was multicolored, which I'm not sure what that means. But one near me was ruby colored. So maybe like a plane of fire or a plane of ruby. I don't know. I would have to look it up and ask maybe some other people, the White Spire, that knows a little bit more about extraplanar activity.
I mean, maybe if we get in a tough scrape, we could just hop on over and can you take more of us into your zone?
Well, I don't know. I can look.
What can? I mean,
And the
theoretically,
gang
we could
heads
just...
off to the library again. Okay, what do you guys do now?
Okay, so we're still trying to. Is there like any more of a trail from here, or do we have to like go back? There's like nowhere farther to go.
Our plan was
Yeah.
to hang out in the cave and then sneak up behind the zombie army on this night. Since we didn't really know, we didn't have any clues or leads or anything like that. We still don't, except we know that there's one giant rock man face, which could just be a rock, or Michael could have been fucking with me. And
Who can say?
wait, what if I pushed the rock through this? That could have been fun. Anyways, so do you guys still want to hang out in the cave and wait for those old undead mumbo jumbos?
I mean, I feel like that might be our best bet.
I think so.
Rad.
Steve, what do you think?
I've been playing a lot of Skyrim, and I feel like usually there's a large chest or something at the end of these dungeons. and a doorway that leads you back to the entrance so you don't have to backtrack too far.
Well, there was a
This
small
this
chest.
play was full. This place was full of magical items.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, we've already rated this place.
Yeah, Steve, we got probably the biggest haul we've ever
Picked it-
gotten.
Picked it clean.
Yeah, I'm gonna submit us to Dungeon Halls, my favorite arcane show that I watch.
It's my favorite YouTube genre is just people doing haul videos of their D&D loot.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Right.
Okay, so the plan
guess-
is you're gonna wait till it gets dark, and then you're gonna hit the horde from behind.
Yes. I guess take a short rest, whatever. You know,
You can definitely take a short rest.
cool beans. I get back. I'm using my weird wizard bullshit to get back a 3rd level spell.
Okay,
I want that.
Oh,
this plan works great. You
Oh, I
totally are able to defeat the horde, and now you're back. It is nearing
Whoa.
dawn,
Whoa!
and
Flash forward, my goodness. A
and
montage of fighting.
Michael.
yeah, you managed to fight off the horde again.
Nice.
No.
Can we at least get?
Are there like any of them like limping
Let's
around?
go around. Can we at least go around in a circle
No.
and do one thing?
Michael's got a plan.
Okay, we gotta go.
No,
I
please,
respect-
please. What do you guys tell me how you guys defeat the horde?
Can we do it like a real like Marvel movie intro fight scene where there's, I don't know, someone in the town is a bard and they're playing some music and we're like
You both are playing
throwing,
Immigrant Song. Of
yeah,
course.
and we're like throwing Toby around and like while we're passing him from like Jaela throws him to Steve and like in mid throw he's like casting spells and like
Absolutely.
I'm in a spiked
Wing
hamster
around.
cage, and I summon around me, and you guys are just friggin' tossing me and like wee.
Yeah.
I love
Rowan
it.
uses her like hiding skills to like hide behind zombies somehow, and then she like comes out of nowhere, is like and like
yeah.
throws knives at the main zombie.
Maybe you use your new sword to do stuff.
Oh, for sure. You know, I'm using everything I got.
Hell yeah,
Little swords, big sword.
yeah.
Of course, this is all like, no camera cuts at all, just like sweeping pans.
Oh,
through
yeah.
the-
Oh yeah,
One
yeah.
long
They
shot.
had to build a huge rig
Oh,
for
yeah.
it.
Goes straight from Jennifer's knives to Steve, just doing like a big like semicircle geyser out of his mouth. Knocking over zombies.
It's really, really good. And honestly, I wish you guys could have been there.
Yeah, we
for
should have
it.
been there, but I bet it was probably similar. Does the town take any damage, or do we do so good?
You guys do great. There's some minor damage, but you manage.
How many
To,
hit points does the town lose?
Yeah. I lay
hit-
on hands the town.
hold on.
Hey, Michael, do we get an A for this?
19
Ooh.
damage. Is
Oh,
the
wow,
that's pretty
Wow.
cool.
damage. Yeah,
Would you give us a? Tell us we did good though.
you did great.
Thank you.
And I guess we didn't notice anything cool during the whole time.
Other than ourselves.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah.
You
All right.
you just noticed it was extremely similar to the night before.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's. I guess. Oh, what do you guys think? I don't know.
Oh, I'm waiting for more information right now.
Well, we're not going to stand in the field of death. I'm saying, like, do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Rowan is laying down taking a nap already.
Well, it is like 4 a.m.
So we should probably just go back to the tavern or inn and
Yeah.
go to sleep.
Sure.
We go sleep
what
in
do
the
you-
creepy cave again.
What do y'all want to do after your short rest? Take a long rest.
Yeah. I gotta get back my strength.
All right. Toby takes a bath. He goes to sleep.
Did Toby kill anyone?
Huh?
Did Toby kill people?
Legally, no, but the spiked hamster ball that he conjured, yes. Oh, not real humans, just zombies.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
You wouldn't feel bad about killing a zombie.
Of course not.
Excellent.
All right, we sleep.
Okay. Do you sleep in the tavern, or do you go back up to the dirty deeds done dirt cheap?
Toby votes tavern because he's just so gosh dang tired.
It's too far. Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
sleep in the tavern.
He doesn't feel about chafing his pantaloons on the Griffin Ride Up.
Okay. You get they give you the nicest rooms they have, and
I mean, honestly, like, they owe us.
Fucking hay ass bed.
and you all go to sleep. And can I have all of you take your headphones off except for the person playing Jaela?
Oh, who's that?
I thought that was
Nika
gonna-
always gets to play Jaela.
Yeah.
So what is a typical Jaela nightmare look like?
I think it probably now includes a lot of children that just have grubby little fingers and jam all over their faces, but sharp little shark teeth, just rows and rows of them, and they scream and they yell "mommy" at her.
God.
But probably also like really crushing nightmares of like Aludra being gone and marrying someone else or whatever. So
Okay. So you have this thing where you're talking to Aludra and she's marrying somebody else, and then you're running through the street, and there's all these terrible little jam babies with their gross little fingers, and you run to where you think it's safety, and it's like that sort of thing where it's like you're running and running, but it's not getting any closer, and you're running and running, and finally you manage to get there, and you close the door behind you, and you turn around, and you see, oh God, where are my notes?
oh shit.
You turn around and you see that the same boy, and he's crying, and he looks up to you and he says, "You have to find me. That's the only way to free me." And then you wake up.
Shit. Okay.
And that is your dream. So then we can bring the other people back.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Oh no.
How was your dream sequence?
It was good. It was not good. Jaela would like shoot up from bed in the morning. Are we all in one room? Or are we in separate rooms?
Yeah, what's the inn situation here?
Yeah.
There's probably like 2 or 3 rooms available, so you could have
Divide
taken them
up.
all if you wanted them, or you could all just be in one big old common room. It's up
Okay,
to you.
quick side note. Am I remembering this as like a real historical thing, or did I just make this crazy shit up in my head? That like sometimes back, like in olden days, the inn would have like one enormous bed. Is that real?
I've
I feel
heard.
like that's
I think
real.
those are brothels.
Well, can we?
Or like one large common room and just kind of slept on the floor on like
I
pallets.
feel like it's a thing, and what I'm asking is, can we all be sleeping in the big bed together?
I mean, we could make it a thing, or Michael could make it a thing.
Michael,
Sure, there's
Give
one
us a-
big bed.
a quadruple king bed.
There's the big old bed.
I took up a very small amount of the bed.
I feel like Toby curls up like a little doggy when he
Yeah,
sleeps.
yeah. How does
Gotta
Steve
get
sleep?
warm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Does
how
Steve
does
sleep?
Yeah, does Steve sleep?
His head, one of his heads does.
Like the serious look on Bachmann's face as he says
Yeah,
that.
I don't think that like Steve, because Steve isn't really like, he isn't the head. He uses the head as a way to like convey a personality. Not even like he's like a spirit inhabiting this construct. So
Wow.
I don't think he'd need to sleep.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. But baby Xena does sleep.
Oh yeah,
She'll
she
sleep.
sleeps like a baby.
Loud as shit.
Loud as hell.
Yeah.
Just snorting.
Get the baby out of here.
Rowan casts silence around the baby, so
It's
no one can hear.
it's slightly muffled already by the meat pocket.
That's true.
Ugh.
Oh my God.
I feel like Rowan sleeps. She doesn't have a hat, but when she goes to sleep, she puts the hat. She conjures a hat and puts it on her face, and
Okay.
she leans back with her feet crossed.
Okay.
As if she was sleeping in a
Old timey
Yeah,
cowboy.
exactly. Yes.
Not those newfangled cowboys.
No, not your over McCree's and such.
No. You've seen a horse.
I have seen a horse at least once.
So Jaela shoots up in the mega bed, and she would just put her hand on whoever's sleeping next to her. I don't know, maybe it's Toby's shoulder, or
Yeah,
I don't, whoever. And she says, "The boy. We have to find the boy."
I know.
No, but that's
I know.
he
I
just
know.
came to me in a dream.
What?
And he said that we have to find him, and that's the only way to save him. Which, now thinking back on it,
Did you ask any questions? That's very obvious.
yeah.
The only way to have breakfast is to eat it. I'm a ghost too.
Toby, I just woke up. I was just sleeping. Okay.
All right. Well, did he? Where did he come to you at? Was it in this room? Were you somewhere else?
It was in a nondescript building.
Okay. How many of those could there be in this town?
Infinite.
Denton rolls over and he's like, "There aren't that many."
I
I
forgot
just think it's
Denton's in here.
I just think it's funny that Denton's in bed too.
Old timey sleeping cap.
He's like, "The hay under me is particularly not soft."
I did that.
I'm
I replaced his hay with straw.
I'm just imagining Denton looking like old timey, Scrooge from A Christmas Carol.
I
With his
think-
little hat.
We do this with most NPCs, but I think we are most wrong about what Denton is and looks like. It's the farthest we've ever been because we think he's 1,000 years old and
No, I
very
don't-
Scrooge-like.
No, I don't think he's 1,000 years old. I just think he's wearing a Scrooge outfit.
Okay,
I think he's I imagine he looks like a Hot Topic god.
I feel like he has a Scrooge jowl.
No,
Oh.
Toby, you're
he does
wrong.
not.
No,
How old is he? I always forget.
I think he's in his 30s, probably.
Hold on. I have to
okay.
look up a name right now to confirm that I'm not gonna make a fool of myself and who I'm gonna say.
Sure.
Just give me 1 second. It's totally gonna
George
be worth.
Clooney.
That's not who I was thinking of. I just searched Pete Wentz. That's not.
Isn't Pete Wentz Norm?
No, Pete Wentz is the lead singer, or not lead singer. He is. He dated Ashley Simpson.
Follow up.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely not who I was thinking.
Actually, just kidding. I am thinking of Pete Wentz.
I was gonna say he could be.
these days. Old timey Pete, old school Pete Wentz is what
God.
Denton looks like, is what I'm telling you. But also he has a Scrooge outfit on.
Remember when our podcast meant something?
I'm thinking of George Wendt. Same thing.
Do you need to get your stamps? He was like the original.
Listen, I'm trying to paint a word.
Do you
picture.
like postage? Those goddamn socialists out of your goddamn postage rates.
I think the only way that Denton was described as having long, sort of scraggly black hair and being kind of pale, and then you can just
Andrew,
fill in the rest with your
No.
mind paint.
thank you. Yeah, because we're playing
He's a
5th
fucking
edition.
goth.
There's no Denton grid that we can play with. So, any fucking way. All right, Jaela. Yeah, let's Denton. You know this place better than the back of your hand. I guess we could just what? Did he tell you where we should start or breakfast or?
I've only been here for a day longer than you.
Yeah. What were you
town's
doing
that
that whole
big,
day?
Denton.
The gnome talks a lot.
Hey,
Well-
he just gave you a compliment.
The others don't, so
What?
I get stressed out.
He said you knew this place like the back of your hand. That's like he thinks you're like a smart guy or something. Come on. Aren't you like a smart guy or something, Denton?
Well, yeah, wise guy.
Rowan, like she that came out meaner than what I meant.
Wow, aren't you guys friends?
No, that was a Jennifer mistake. No, Rowan kind of like
The last time I spoon with you.
we both know that's not true. I'm so spoonable. Look at me.
I'm gonna go downstairs and get a bean. Excuse me.
Toby gets cranky when he doesn't eat.
Don't talk to me until I've had my beans. We're in a fantasy land, so that means we probably eat fucked up British breakfast, which is beans.
It's beans and a tomato.
Yeah, fucked up.
Oh
God,
wow.
what a horrid place to live.
I mean, I love beans. I eat a bean
You know what? When we went on our honeymoon, we were like, we had no idea about any of that shit. And we stayed in bed and breakfast, and they're like, continental. I was like, all right, we'll get a muffin, I guess. And then they're like, what do you want, full English? I'm like, I don't know what that is. Give it to me. And it's just like meat, like sausage, and like bacon, and just beans. And I was like, man, you know what? This is all right.
Hell yeah.
It's so good. It's so
Give me a
good.
sloppy bowl of beans first thing in the morning.
I want my beans and I want my muesli.
All right, Toby gets his beans.
Okay.
Is he less cranky now that he's had his beans?
Is this like a Popeye spinach situation, or
His hair hangs down like a Tarzan before he has his beans, and then once he gets his beans, it crunkles up.
How many bowls of beans does Toby eat?
Not that much. He's but a small. So
he
14.
did say I'm gonna go get a bean when he was
Oh,
He got like a fork and knife, and he's like cutting a bean.
Oh gosh, I must have been hungry. I ate a bean.
A whole bean.
Um,
Might get another one.
I'm feeling bad.
Rowan comes on down the stairs.
Also, I invent coffee.
Oh, well, thank you. Rowan orders a Radler, let's say, which is a half beer and a half. They got lemons, and I'm assuming there's lemons exist.
No pugs, no cannons, no lemons.
Damn.
I'm sure there's like a citrus.
Some sort of like a half beer, half juice situation
Cool.
Yeah.
to get started.
Steve, being a gourmand, looks at this coffee concoction that Toby just made, and he's like, "Oh my god! Do you know what I could do with this?" And he starts making lattes and like
Nice. and Toby doesn't know what he's done. He just dropped his normal beans because he ordered just a plate of beans, but they gave him several beans. He wanted one bean. So this is just like kidney beans inside water, but it's a proto coffee.
Oh my goodness.
It's getting there.
It's getting there.
Bean water.
That's my Java, baby.
He's like, "Here, guys, try this. I call it a peppermint mocha."
But it's just made with kidney beans.
Yeah.
And
I'm just imagining drinking like lukewarm bean juice.
you got one freaking one. Run.
I think the last episode, Toby made some sort of drink out of like sawdust
Oh,
and
yeah.
blood or something. So
I forget what it was.
This has got me really curious to just get some like dried out kidney beans and grind them like in a coffee grinder.
Do it,
run 'em
buddy.
through.
I'm gonna brew me some bean coffee.
All beans are beans. Come on. Open your fucking eyes.
Beans are
Beans are beans.
I'm gonna be
you're
the
a
new
fucking coward.
Starbucks.
You'll have some kidney bean coffee.
Which coffee you like? Kidney.
you want a nice Guatemalan roast or a baked?
Jelly.
Oh.
All right.
What the fuck are we doing? We're having
I don't
breakfast. We're having breakfast.
We burned through a lot of what essentially was just decent tweets right there. But just said it on a podcast.
Toby picks up his plate. Well, I guess maybe the barkeep comes around and clears the plate, and Toby finds a note underneath his plate.
Ah, wow, a treat. I read it out loud to everyone, and it sounds a little something like this.
It says, "Meet me at the temple. I have information."
It says, "Meet me at the temple. I have information." It's spelled meat, I think, because of the meat in my bean. I'm just kidding. It doesn't. Let's go.
Okay.
Rowan drains her morning beverage and starts walking because she knows where she's going.
Yeah,
Can I
she was
get
a-
a bread bowl of a British breakfast for the road?
I need my beans on the road.
Maybe
road
a trencher for you or whatever. Like Game of Thrones.
Beans to go.
Yeah. A road.
Crisp up some bacon and
Roadie beans.
all that junk. All right, everyone has their fantasy breakfast.
Mhm.
Yes, it's good.
Okay, so you're going to the Temple of Ayun.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we wanted to go there regardless, right? Or did we
Yeah,
go there?
I think we did the
Who's the fucking dude?
priest.
He was fun.
I think we talked to him, but I don't remember what about.
Dr. Habe. No. Nick Discross. No.
You're
Harry
I
Hall.
thought
right.
that was Nick Discross.
No. Nick Dis was the wizard who lied.
Oh
Nick
yeah,
is-
that's right.
Yeah, he's the bad wizard. Doc Habe.
Dr. Habe. Is his name Doc? Or is it Doctor?
Most people call him Doc around these parts.
Okay. Cool. Doc Habe. Priest of Ayun.
Okay, so you go there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have an uneventful trip to the temple, which is
You roll
like
for it? Because, you know, you
well,
gotta...
oh shit.
What if a
Ooh.
pack of wild pigs came out of
You
nowhere?
have an uneventful trip to the temple, which is like 400 feet away.
Okay.
Wow. Overland travel.
And you see old Doc Habe. He's a younger guy. He's very spindly, and he looks like a real nerd. And he's like, "Oh my, I'm glad you came. I was nervous that you wouldn't come. Did you get my note?"
Oh yeah, I did. Right here. Steve, are you okay?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to derail, but I had to Google if kidney bean coffee was a thing, and I found on Amazon.com a kidney bean coffee, and I just have to read you a couple of the bullet points about this product. Bullet point number 1: most popular in Asian office manning girls.
Okay.
Bullet point number 2: white kidney bean can be blocked to your carb. It tastes very well.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, that's good.
The other ones are bullshit.
I'm gonna need some of that hot bean water
Good,
stat.
bean water.
It's a Nescafe jam, so apparently this is like some digestive coffee alternative. So
It's coffee for your kidneys.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I got this note. Why did you not just say, "Hey, meet us"?
Well, here's the thing. I think you know the boy that's missing.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We're trying to find him.
My theory is that he's still in town. And I think that I think they're hiding him.
What?
What do
Why?
you
Are-
mean?
Yeah. Why would they
Well,
do that?
You know how the wizard had come through here.
Yeah, Nictus. I hate him.
Yes, well, he wanted the boy, and I think that the people who are hiding him think that if they keep him hidden, then the wizard won't come back for him.
But
Oh.
And I'm not the only one who thinks this. Have you met Brom?
No.
There's a guy named Brom Bones who you've definitely seen while fighting zombies.
Okay.
He works for the constabulary.
Did they have Rowan
He's essentially a town guard.
have Rowan and Denton maybe met him since they were here a bit longer?
Yeah, you've definitely met him. He's sort of like this big burly guy. He's kind of a blowhard, but
Does he have those dope ass old timey leather like van braces or whatever they're called around his
Sure.
wrists,
Yes.
like Brendan Fraser in The Mummy? Good, love it.
I saw him yesterday, and he searched the mayor's house. I think he's thinking of the same thing I was, but we don't really get along.
Right, because you're nerdlinger. Yeah.
do you think he would have more information on where the boy might be?
He may, but I don't know if he didn't seem too happy when he came out of the mayor's house, so I'm not sure if he found any. Well, obviously, if he found him, he would, have told people. So,
And he'd have a boy in his hand.
He would have a boy.
The boy's sister seemed pretty upset when we found her, and like, so do you think that even she doesn't know that she's being hidden, or are you trying to say that she was playing along and was tricking us?
Well, there is an old Ionian proverb, which is, don't tell kids secrets because they're not good at keeping them.
That's very good. I will write that down. It flows off the tongue. Can we see your research, your investigation board, mayhaps your lines and your strings?
Oh, well, I am but a simple man of my Lord Ioun, and I don't think that I'm the sort who should be poking around, and I'm new here, so I don't want people to get mad at me.
So you're thinking that it might be good for some, recent heroes to do the dirty work?
Well, you just seem so able, and we would be certainly have been destroyed, so by the zombie horde without you, people probably like you, and
are we charmed by this?
It works. Another roll.
Well, is that
Rowan's definitely charmed.
Is that all that you know that that Brom might be the best person to go to? Is there anything else you can give us that might help?
That's all I know. Yeah, Brom's definitely doing something.
I know, Brom. We've had a couple drinks together. I think I got it in with him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go give him a little visit.
Okay, sure.
We go.
Okay. I go find him.
Okay.
Is he also staying at the inn? Or he has a house. He lives here.
Yeah, he lives here. He lives here in town. He's probably actually staying in the constabulary.
Has an overnight. Okay, so maybe... I feel like it's like sketchy to just like show up to the constabulary, this whole crew of us being like, hey, we want to talk to you.
It's not that weird.
Maybe we can invite him, like, hey, we want to go over the battle last night and like make preparations or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, Ron will take care of this. They love me here.
Okay, sure.
So you guys just stay out here and I'll come meet you.
Okay. All right.
I mean, Toby, if you want to come.
No, Steve, I have an idea.
Yeah?
Let's make bombs.
I thought you'd never ask.
Okay, let's go find some poop and straw and stuff like that, and then we can go make bombs. All right, we'll be going to do that.
Well, Jaela, are you wanting to hang out with these bomb boys, or are you going to come with me to the constabulary?
I can come with you.
Okay. I don't know why you wouldn't want to hang out with the boys making poop bombs, but... And Denton, are you into poop bombs?
Denton, you can't come.
I would rather not be around poop bombs anyway. I'll go with these people and help interrogate Brom. God, I wish I could help them make poop bombs.
We're not going to interrogate him. We're just going to like have a talk. Can't you have like a casual conversation, Denton?
We'll put him to the question.
Oh my goodness. I don't know why I asked you that. I don't believe I've ever had a casual conversation with you the entire time I've known you, but...
Do you have the thumb screws? Or...
Wow! No! No,
No?
we're definitely not doing... We're not.
Okay.
You need to stop. She points at him.
Once. Why bother?
I'm watching you. Can you like be chill for...
I'm very chill.
You are literally talking about thumb screws. You are trying to interrogate. This man is on our side, probably.
Okay.
All right.
You lead the way.
I'm doing it. Ron walks into the constabulary. Is there like a front desk person in there?
There is a desk. There's a let's say 3 like stockade rooms, and one of the doors is just open. And
Stockade room, like a storage room, or like where prisoners go?
Like a prisoner.
Okay. This is where the people, when you get too drunk, you got to go sleep
That's where you go.
in old pokey. For
So not quite the dungeon, but yeah.
Right. And one of the doors is open, and Brom is in one of them sleeping.
Rowan turns around and says, "Shh."
For those of you at home, she also put her finger on it.
and I shushed it too. Okay, Rowan creeps into the prison room, and she.
You want to make a stealth check?
Yeah, you know I do. Didn't roll great. 16.
You sneak in and don't seem to wake him.
Okay, can I actually hold on one second. I want to do my stealthy thing. I want to do hide in plain sight.
Okay.
Like stand at the I should be sleeping on like one of those like pull down like benches with like the tree.
Exactly.
And I want to like stand.
Did you get his notes?
I want to stand to the side and like rattle the chains really hard.
He jumps about 5 feet into the air.
And I'd already closed the door, so he's locked in there with me.
He's like,
Hey, buddy! You should have seen your face.
Did you bring the keys in here? Because the door locks from the outside.
Ooh, that is my bad. My friends are here. So it's all. See, I brought people into your prison area.
Is Jaela in the stockade room, or is she standing confused?
They're like outside.
Yeah, she's inside. So she could root around for the key, I would assume. Maybe it's like
there's like it's hanging on the wall.
Yeah. She will get it and open it for Rowan and Brom.
I just would love the outside.
Don't do that again.
Oh,
I'll
it's
have
just a
to-
joke.
Don't make me put you in here for real.
What? No.
Little grumpy guy.
Brom Bone.
Give this man a bean.
I haven't had my beans yet. I can't.
Well, buddy, once we get ourselves out of this situation, how about I take you for a nice bean breakfast and let's have a little chat, do some, planning, do a little, lessons learned from the battle last night, and what we can do better next time.
That's fine. I've got a lot on my plate today, though, so we got to make it quick.
You are so good at what you do. I'm so impressed. Like, seriously, how do you do it?
Do you want to roll like
Yeah,
deception?
No, it's I would say it's more of a like
Deception?
I guess it's deception. I was thinking more like a it's more of like she's trying to flatter him, but
Yeah.
So is that the deception, or is that like persuasion or something?
Well, you're not trying to convince him to do anything.
I guess that's true. The animal handling. I got a 20.
Wow.
He's like, well, I do work hard at it, and it's not easier. Thank you for noticing.
And you know what? Everyone in this town sees it too. And she gives him a big pat on the back.
I knew I liked you.
Yeah, I like you too, buddy. Jaela!
Yes.
Got that key?
Yeah.
Can you let us out, please?
Yeah. I opened it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay,
Thank you.
it's open. Okay, so you're having a round 2 of beans.
Damn! Jennifer's in heaven.
So what do you want to ask this guy?
So, are we like? Let's say we're in the inn and we're like kind of in the corner and there's like not people around us. I'm imagining.
Sure.
As one of those tables, chains on the wall, hanging down.
Yes. Robo, have you met my friend Jaela? Like really met her?
I don't think so. I think maybe I saw an incredible takedown from you with that one zombie. I think you had like 6 zombies on you, and just one swoop, you got them all.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like me. You guys shouldn't be here.
Why?
There's nothing for you here. It's this small town. You don't need to just get in your magic airship and go. Why do you want to bother yourselves with this little pissant town?
Plagues of zombies attacking you every night.
I know, and we're doomed. Why do you want to die for a bunch of people you barely know?
Oh, we're not going to die here. We're just going to help out. We came to make your town, we came because we wanted to help make your town better.
And then you hear an explosion outside.
And poop just splatters on the windows.
His name is Brom Bone, right?
Brom Bones.
Brom Bones.
Okay. Brom Bones.
You can call me BB.
Buddy, you better believe I'll be calling you BB. BB, I'm a woman who likes to travel. I like to see the world. And I gotta tell you, I'm enjoying myself in this town right now. Mostly because I'm kicking zombies' asses every night. It makes me feel very good and strong.
Really, what's not to love?
Well, exactly. And, we always like a good caper. This girl here, she points at Jaela. She's like, I've been trying to get her to work with me for years. You're super lucky that she's in your town right now.
Okay.
You flatter me.
Really, Brom Bones is liking this.
Like, did you need me for something?
Well, we thought, maybe at some point, whenever you're not so busy, you could teach us like some cool moves that we could maybe use in battle. But also, we thought maybe you could tell us more about the town hiding the boy that Nictus is after. Do you know anything about that?
He gets he suddenly gets like sort of a glazed look over his eyes, and his eyes kind of go blank.
Can I Zone of Truth him?
Nice.
And if you want to cast Zone of Truth, you certainly can.
I think I do.
I agree.
Yeah, I think I do. Just because even if there's, he could be like MK Ultra, like right now doing his weird thing. But yeah, I'm gonna try to Zone of Truth him.
Okay, so you cast Zone of Truth, and he gets up, and he's leaving.
What? No.
Oh, Brom Bones.
BB, come back.
Yeah, Rowan follows him like, hey, what's going on, buddy? What's going on?
I can't talk to you.
Oh,
Why?
We're on your side.
That's a lie. Because he talked to you guys. He talked to her.
Is it do we need to go somewhere else? Not the inn?
He's just trying to pull away from you and leave.
Rowan kind of steps back and looks at Jaela and then nods her head towards him. They try to be like, we're gonna follow him.
Yeah. Jaela thumbs up and yes. I'm not very stealthy, so she'll
I'm very stealthy, so I'm gonna
try to motion for you. Rowan to go first.
Yeah, can I casually follow him?
Sure.
Okay.
So he looks like he's headed back to the constabulary.
Fucker.
So let's say I see where it's going. I go back to Jaela and I'm like, I think this is gonna take some time. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a stakeout. So maybe
I'll
you
get
guys
the snacks. Yeah, like bean burritos.
I do. But I also, could you give me some of the little cheese crackers too?
Oh yeah, you want cheese? I'll fucking bring you some cheese.
Yes, stakeouts, just like old times. I love it.
Don't skimp on those crackers.
Can I? I would like. I don't know what type of time situation, but some maybe quick cheese shopping. Some David cheese. have it. A nice stinky cheese.
Yeah, I need a give me some camembert, like just really. Although I guess like stinky cheese might be bad for my stealthiness.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what's the smell?
Okay, no
It
stinky.
smells like farts in here. It's like, no, it's just cheese.
And Toby, hey,
Well, that's a good point. They're just going to use the fart bombs, the poop bombs that are happening, not the stinky cheese.
Hey, put some of that cheese in this bomb.
okay.
Well, so let's say like everyone else goes about their day, but I think that Rowan is going to keep falling. She's stealthy and she doesn't need. She doesn't want to inconvenience everybody else, and she knows that she's the best at it. So.
Okay, great. Michael, what Toby is trying to do with the brilliant Steve, the Flesh Nolan, I want to create bombs. Essentially, I want to make landmines or something along those lines, something like that, to put in to help us with the undead problem at night. So yeah, I just want to put a whole bunch of bombs in the field. And stuff like that.
One of these days, when Tim, when you're older and you're running for president, that soundbite is going to be used against you so hard.
Oh
Like,
man!
I want to make bombs and I want to make
outside
landmines.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do. And I have an alchemical kit to try to do whatever, and Steve's like a artificer and whatever, and I have artificer's tools as well, but he's better than I am. But Toby will never say that.
So I was looking at my that manual, the Iron Golem manual. That shit's gonna take a long time to make. That's too long. Some would say.
Time between episodes, can be.
Is it 120 days roughly?
Oh, I forgot. It's actually it happens in real time. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
We should start it now. Okay, so where is Rowan staking out for this?
I think she's probably like right outside the constabulary, but she's using her extreme ranger powers to just like be super hidden. Because I in addition I have because hide in plain sight. I just like say perfectly still and like yeah.
Okay, you see.
He literally says, sorry, he says you can remain perfectly still for long periods of time to set up ambushes.
Cool.
Can you give me a perception?
You know it. Oh man, I critted.
Nice.
Dang. The baby.
Oh my god, it's a baby.
She got
that's a baby.
that sleepy face.
Oh, baby. Okay. You notice Brom going out the back window.
Window.
Okay, so then I stealth along and I follow him.
He's running.
Okay, it's me too. I'm doing it.
Are you gonna catch him, or are you gonna?
No, I'm just gonna keep following him.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him. I want to see where he's going.
Okay. Can you roll me another stealth check?
Yes.
And I think if you're running after him, you should probably do it with disadvantage.
Okay. 15.
Okay. So you're running after him. He seems to be sprinting towards the edge of town, and he turns and looks behind him and sees you, and his eyes roll up into the back of his head, and he stumbles and he falls to the ground, convulsing.
Ooh.
And
Michael.
as you approach him, he jerks one last time and stops moving, and he's dead.
What?
And that's where we'll end our episode.
Michael, you piece of shit.
I killed a man.
And
You're too hard. You're too
poop from
scary.
off camera splatters all over his face.
Oh, I thought that was a Baby Amelia joke.
No, it's a poop bomb joke.
And that is what happens. Poop does splash onto his face. Thanks, everybody. If you want to, it's been so long, I forget how to do this. If you want to get in touch with us, we're on Twitter. We're at GeeklyInc or at D&D Podcast. I'm Thrifty Nerd. Am I doing
We're not
this wrong?
doing reviews.
Fuck, that's what we do first.
And also, Marcus was your dad.
No, that's next episode. We're doing.
Oh, sorry.
Timothy, there are so many reviews because it's been a month. So you think you just There's like 17 pages of reviews.
So
Fuck
maybe
'em.
just
All right, so
maybe just do the title.
yeah, we'll just go real quick. The Hammies of Hands from Mamma Mia, that spicy podcast. As someone who always been curious about D&D and never had the opportunity to play, this is a great podcast. Open the door to a whole new world of clarity. End of Life from United States says, nearly got me in trouble. Sly Flourish, Tim's Independence Day episode 100 made me cry, trying to hold it after at work. Baron1202 says, love this. I love this podcast. You guys got me and some friends back into playing. Junior Ortiz from Canada says, listen to this podcast. G'day, man. I found this podcast around the time they switched to 5e. Thought it'd be a great idea to start there, but soon realized I need to go back to the beginning. It took me a solid year to catch up, but I don't regret it at all. Marth2112, new listener, equal 5-star review. I'm all caught up. The podcast is beautiful, and you're all beautiful too. Dr. Sugarlove from the United States says, makes me feel better about my shortcomings. I love this podcast. I've been playing D&D since I was around 13 years old, and as I grew older into my 20s, it became a time to share barrier in games. Is exactly how I love to play. Falcor Ashes from United Kingdom says, caution, it may cause weird looks at the gym.
Why'd you kill Falcor? Why'd you do that?
Being the solitary goth in the gym leads to weird looks at the best of times, but coupled with the uncontrollable laughter induced by Steve forgetting his own daughter's name, leads laughing whilst deadlifting or benching, and apparently makes
Health
people
goth.
think you're exceptionally strange. But I'm absolutely fine with that. Pulls Unicorn says, a sad Sly Flourish. Guys, I love this podcast. I just found the show and I was looking for a new actual play podcast, and I fell in love. GuyPod13 says, it's a long one, sorry, but not sorry. I actually found this podcast by searching for D&D podcasts for my long drives, and boy, was I surprised to find this as my first one. I've been listening through everything for about 10 months, and I'm finally caught up. All in all, here are my notes on the show. The role-playing and creativity are obviously gold stars, but what really stands out is the community. They are one of the most welcoming and loving people on the internet, and this show was a beacon, a call to action for them to rely upon. Also, the hosts. I don't know how to explain it or what it is, but I feel like every one of you is my personal friend of mine, which is weird considering you literally have no idea who I am. They say you should never meet your heroes, which is why if I ever get to meet you guys, I'll do my best to play it cool and treat you like guys I would treat my friends. Anyways, you guys do great work, and you have some positive impact on the many individuals and on the community as a whole, which means you're making the world a better place for having done a podcast. And really, that's what it's all about, right? Having fun with friends, leaving the world a better place than when you found it. It's going to increase the zoom real quick on these ads, my little tiny baby eyes. Was this where it was? Okay, here we go. Valentine from My Kingdom says, thank you. Currently listening up to episode 51's review, and I believe it's time to leave mine. Whispers in the Walls says, so confused. I just got to listening to episode 109 and currently listening to episode 200, and I find it funny how Jet literally said they practically doomed his entire world. Yet that makes him the evil one.
That's correct.
That's correct. He's bad. The Buns of Wrath. Thank you. A wonderful podcast. I'm sorry to have only just found it. The Cook from Australia says, an ear full of awesomeness. I used to play D&D years ago, but as we grew up and moved, we got busy. We stopped playing. This left a huge D&D shaped hole in my life. Then I found this podcast and I love it. First review. Reviewing apps from United Kingdom says, re-reviewing, great show. I last reviewed the show many years ago. They've kept making great episodes, always improving quality, and kept on happily listening. I'm re-reviewing now. I don't know if this helps the ratings because the mood struck me to let anybody skimming these reviews know this podcast is amazing. Give it a try. Yeah. Iltum's fanboy 417 from Sweden. I'm yours. I've been listening now nonstop for 105 episodes, and gotta say, I love you guys. I love you. You make me laugh and keep me moderately insane with a bananas and other boner jokes. Taco Overlord says, can't get enough. A friend of mine told me about the podcast a while back, and I finally decided to start listening over a month ago. That time, I've listened to over 150 episodes. Wow, it's the best podcast out there. Mr. Red 23, for those who have never listened, I listened to quite a lot of podcasts at the time of writing this, 23 of them. Whoa. I can say without a doubt, this is my absolute favorite. The hosts have such great chemistry with each other. The characters are incredible, relatable, and it's so fantastically funny. Honestly, there's truly something for everyone. Thank you so much. Goblin Guide says, all caught up. So sad that I'm all caught up. Love this podcast, especially Tom Dragon Boy. Orwar from Sweden representing Heathen in Sweden. At this point, this podcast is nothing short of necessary in my life. Each and every one of you is so talented and funny in their own way. I want to get special mention out there to the Tim goofed. Want to get a special mention out there to the time Tim goofed about what Pyre's voice would sound like, which to me has to be one of the most underrated goofs you've ever done. Prove my point by saying if you remember or not. I do not.
Wish I could remember that.
Sounds great.
Which one was it? A pirate goof?
Oh, Pyre's
Pyre's
voice.
Pyres.
Maybe I just wanted to make Michael do a fucked up dragon voice or something. Who's to say?
Make him sound like Smaug.
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 Who knows?
And we can apparently go to Stockholm and drink with him, which we should do. Swimmer MJB says, my eye-opening experience. I was recently asked to join a D&D campaign. I've never played, nor knew anything about D&D, so I went online to try and read up on the rules. After noticing how dense the game could be, I thought, what would be better than an actual listen to a campaign? I hopped on Spotify and found you lovely folks, and now my days at the desk are filled with adventures and constant snickering. NDK phone Smookin Colvin from the United States says a little too into it. I've been listening to a month on episode 180. I love almost every minute of it. Thanks. Preston's drunk father. This podcast is bananas. Great group of talented people who care about their fans. I would deliver a pumpkin to Jennifer every day.
Thank you. I would love the pumpkin.
LZBDT from the United States says, amazing podcast. I'm episode 187. I'm so glad Michael finally got rid of all those other players except for Tim and replaced them with Carly. The podcast is so much better now. But honestly, I just finally caught up and have loved every minute of the podcast. It helped to get me through the long days of grad school and thesis writing. Thank you all so much. Can't wait to meet you all in Columbus for Gormley One. Home improvement noises. Have mercy.
Oh,
That's a different show.
I don't think so, dude.
is that all of them? Did we do it?
We did it.
Awesome.
Woo, nice job,
Now I
everyone.
do this part. Thanks, everybody. If you want to get in touch with us, we're on Twitter. We're at GeeklyInc or at D&D Podcast. I'm at Thrifty Nerd.
I'm at Tim Lanning.
I'm at Jennifer Cheek.
I'm at Nika_Howard.
I'm at the Mike Bachmann.
Didn't get your fill of action and adventure in this episode of Drunks and Dragons? Well, make sure to head over to GeeklyInc.com where you can find other thrilling podcasts, the hottest nerd news, fan art to make you blush, and gear to level up your adventuring quest. When you've finished making that poop bomb, head on over to iTunes to leave us a 5-star rating and review. Also, don't forget to head over to patreon.com/DND podcast where you can donate a monthly amount to help us make this podcast better with each episode. New episodes come out every Monday, so go subscribe, get your quest log filled, and get ready for things to get dicey.
Were we supposed to say the codes? Didn't they tell us to do that?
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Yeah, might as
We've all
well.
said-
Remember they said at the end you should do that now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we should. I mean, yeah. To drive up engagement.
Right.
That's a way that the advertisers can get one over on us is by
know.
an ad every other episode. Smart.
Man, really fucked up. If you want to check out our sponsors, you can go to. Is it actually? I should probably look at this shit.
I'll do the ass.
You
I
have
moved
it?
off Dollar Shave Club.
Go to
get-
dndpodcast.ass.com.
I'll do Dollar Shave Club. I have.
You just have to say the URL.
Yeah. Remember, go to dollarshaveclub.com/dragons and get your DSC welcome kit. Let me do that again. Head on. Remember.
No, this is good.
Remember, head on over to dollarshaveclub.com dragons to save yourself, I think, $45 million over the lifetime of razors. Don't Google that, please. That's probably a lie. But save yourself some money. And the razors are good.
And don't forget to head over to tryfirstleaf.com/dragons and get yourself some delicious wine delivered right to your door. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining us. This is great.
Love the
fix it in
energy.
post. We'll fix it in post. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We will see you next time. Until then, keep it dicey.
Everybody go to dndpodcast.ass. Wait, no, .shave/ass.
Save ass.
And stop and export.
Okay.
Okay.
This is 242.
Yes.
Oh man,
Yeah,
we're
that
getting
felt-
close to 250.
Now what
Damn.
means that? Can you imagine? Well, we're gonna get to level 20
And then be
sometime in the
like,
next 2
uh-oh.
years, 3 years.
What's gonna be fun is when we all start a new campaign and we're all level 1.
Yeah. I'm so
I
excited.
actually think it'd be really fun to do.
Probably
Yeah.
would be. I miss those days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
simpler.
we should
Simpler
probably-
times.
As bad as it sounds, like increase the leveling so that we end this arc because it's getting really hard to get new listeners. No, it's not getting hard. It's not.
It's actually we're doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you talking
It's not.
about?
It's not a problem, but
But it would be
everyone-
fun to
it's a-
start something fresh
Yeah.
It would.
now that we're better.
Yeah.
I think we
I speak
probably
for
will.
myself.
Should I restart
I
the
think
stream?
Sure.
I hadn't been doing it recently. It's up to
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up. Shit.
Yeah,
Shit.
I probably wouldn't mind if the pace picked up a little bit because we got real slow for a long time there.
Yeah. I think.
And like we could keep going in this world and
Yeah,
have
exactly,
the
like-
characters still
Totally.
around.
Yeah, and,
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Aludra and Toby, and I have no idea about Jaela, are going to be alive, and actually no idea about Steve, for the next several hundred years. Or Toby's
Steve doesn't seem like he should be alive, right?
Eventually, like, I feel like someone's just going to take his soul back. Like, this is a gift. Like, no, let me stay. Like, no.
Somebody's gonna press the wrong button on him and he's
I
just
feel
gonna
like-
fall apart.
I feel like, man, I'll have to type it because, man, I got thoughts about what.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Everybody be chatting. Secret chats.
Secret chats. Did you guys see that Sci-Fi is starting a new Snapchat show called Geekly?
What the
What?
fuck, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we tried to buy Geekly for years and years, but it was they never returned our.
Mm-hmm. Somebody just squatting on it.
But
Yeah.
you know what's great news then? Probably people who are searching for that, they're gonna find
Oh,
it
yeah,
by accident.
they-
You
Oh.
fools!
I looked
Yeah.
I googled Geekly, and the first page is nothing but.
Haha.
Gotta
Yeah.
be us, right?
Yeah, no, it's good for us actually.
What a weird thing for them not to. I mean, like maybe
They must
we
have
just
seen.
maybe they were just like, who fucking
Or
cares?
I'll give it ass.
Yeah,
GeeklyInc, so it doesn't matter.
yeah. Token, you're exactly right. Sci-Fi should have called it Geekly with no. That's funny. Yeah, and then they just did hashtag Geekly on Twitter. We just got insane amount of advertising.
Yeah, this is good for us.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh wait, here's something else. Comic-Con India. We're looking for writers to join our Geekly crew. Email us. Who's
I mean,
this?
it's not like it's the most. It's not like no one's ever thought of this word before.
Oh yeah. We
Right.
didn't pick it thinking it was gonna be like the fucking end all to be all. You know,
Yeah.
that's
You
kind
could
of
at least research it first and
exactly
Right.
see that no one else is using it.
Yeah, there's like a YouTube channel that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Which that's what.
It's. I feel like this kind of thing is fine.
Yeah.
To me, it seems good for
Yeah,
us.
I think when I was a younger content creator, I would get like
That's my shit.
up in my butt about it, but now you realize that it's like that what's that thing like where several like laundromats or hamburger stores are right next
yes.
to each other.
We're all hamburger stores.
We're all
together.
hamburger stores together.
I think there's like weird logic that's like we have to defend our
That's true.
trademark because then they could just be like, now you can't be you anymore.
Right, like you can't be
Because-
your Kleenex now.
Yeah, we're Geekly now. You can't be. So find a new name,
Yeah.
which I think would be bad.
Yeah, but we don't own Geekly
We don't
as a
Geekly.
trademark. And I talked
Right.
to my trademark attorney friends, like you don't need to, but if anyone uses it and you don't like it, I can write them a letter. But we don't even
Do it.
Just gonna do it.
We probably don't even have a good. Man, people be using Geekly now that I hit this hashtag. We probably don't even have a good argument to have Geekly without INCK, but whatever.
Just to have pansies like you.
It's all us except for like 3 things, which is hilarious.
Speaking of the law, do you guys want to hear about my brush or jury duty this week?
Yes.
Oh, did
Okay.
you throw a letter in
Please.
the trash?
No. So okay. So number one, I've already served.
Throw the
on a-
letter in the trash.
I've already served on a jury before, 3 years ago.
You throw the letter away. You're like, that was close.
So they got my ass like so in Massachusetts at least they can only call you every 3 years. So they got me 3 years and 1 month after I had last started. I'm like, okay,
shit.
fine. So I show up on Tuesday, and I get called in like pretty early in the whole process. And there's like a whole shitload of people in the courtroom. And the judge is like, okay, this is a first-degree murder trial. I'm like, fuck!
What?
And there's two dudes that are charged with first-degree murder. They both shot someone. One person died, and one person was just shot and survived. So they start asking all these questions.
How'd they both get charged with murder then?
That was what I was really curious about. They like kind of like talked around that, like why that was the case. But I didn't get to find out because
they shot at the exact same time. There's no way to know which bullet hit what person.
Maybe it was like an intent thing. I don't know. But anyway, so they start like asking questions. They're like reading out this like enormous list of people that were like involved in the case. Like, do you know these people? And like people are like raising their hand. Like, do you know this neighborhood? Like, do you live there? Blah blah. Like, then they're like, does anyone have holiday travel plans? And I'm like, fuck, I'm not going anywhere for holidays this year. Shit. So like the pool of people is getting smaller and smaller, and they finally have like a smallish group of us, and they call us in like one by one into the courtroom, and so I'm in like the box, and they're like asking me questions, and it got narrowed down. So the state prosecutor and one of the guy's lawyers was like, yeah, we like this girl for the jury. And then the other dude's lawyer said no. So it was like 2 out of 3. And I was almost on a fucking murder trial for like a month. I was like,
Also,
I mean, isn't that where you just start like offering up your 9/11 conspiracy theories and stuff just to
I
like...
kind of wanted to be on it, though. I kind of wanted to be on the jury, and I feel like maybe the reason that guy didn't pick me is because maybe he could tell I wanted to be on the jury too bad.
They're making a new Soul Calibur game.
My goodness. I feel like I used to play that with you in college.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
sure it was
Breath
better.
of the Wild DLC, and Zelda has a motorcycle.
Nice.
guys-
Yeah, let's all watch the trailer together. Here we go.
And go. I wonder how the boob jiggle physics are going to be on
For links.
for Link.
Oh.
And I wonder if you can see Taki's nipples like in most of the game.
Guys, what if Zelda was a girl?
What if
Wow.
Zelda was a girl?
Wow.
what if?
What if?
As a feminist, I think Zeldas can be girls too.
The Phil one Zelda is a girl.
Finally, 2018. It's trending. Isn't that neat?
Are we? We're probably gonna launch right back in, right? Or
I got.
Yeah, let me stand up
I
and
gotta
get.
pee and get a beer.
Yeah.
let's do these things.
Woo!
Was that a little Richard voice you did?
Oh, we have ice cream, you know.
Like real ice cream?
Yeah, man. This remember?
The Halo top?
Yeah.
Real ice cream. I mean, it's like fine, but it's not. It's like low cal ice cream.
Oh, ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, that was really nice.
Yeah. He followed me downstairs, but he didn't follow me back up.
Oh, he's chilling out. I want to see him in his little outfit.
What a dick.
He'll be back.
Oh, he comes back.
You can hurry up and shut the door, then he won't be back.
Damn. Take that, you
have to
fool.
eat.
The poor thing has learned that there's podcasting time.
Oh.
He just kind of like sadly lays on the floor when I sit down here now.
Oh, the Christmas boy.
Right, buddy? Do you want to do your thing where you catch food in the air?
What a good
He
boy.
did. He caught a food. Want to catch another food? Missed.
Oh my goodness, that's so shameful.
That's
I love his little elf costume. It's so cute. He's catching
He's very
treats
good.
in the air.
Here.
Yes.
Where's Mike?
I'm much worse at it. Here, I'll do it again. Here you go, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
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 I want to
Huh?
come visit you just to hang out with Kit.
It's not really a trick as much as it is him just wanting to eat food real bad.
Jennifer, what glass are you drinking out of?
Oh, it's a Game of Thrones one.
I noticed because I am drinking out of the same Game of Thrones glass.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, yours is different.
It's a little fatter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim and I, but they're the Omegong ones. Is what we
Yes.
have.
Yeah. I bought these. I did not like the drinks that were in them, but I like the glass a lot.
Hey, buddy. My lap dog.
What
Two
is it?
sizes.
Oh my
bigger for
gosh.
me.
I want to see that baby.
He's bad all the time, except for when people are watching. Right, buddy? So bad boy.
I like his pictures on Instagram.
He's pretty cute. People on the street are like, keep being like, is that a wolf? Is it a hybrid? It's like, no.
Yes. This is my wolf. I captured it from the wild.
This is my tiny, tiny wolf.
Oh, the little baby.
Here's my tiny wolf. He's definitely not always a bad boy.
He is.
Where's my food now?
Take that, you dog.
Haha, you don't have thumbs, idiot.
Do you guys watch Broadchurch?
I watched season 1.
So good. There's a third
Yeah.
season on Netflix right now. I'm obsessed.
I've
Bella!
not watched the new ones, but
Real good. I like every show that has a lady cop in it.
she's a good cop too. I like.
She's
her
a
lot.
really good cop. I love her. If you like that, also Happy Valley on Netflix is also super good.
I have that on my list.
It's real
I
good.
haven't watched it yet. I have been so into the Great British Baking Show.
It's so okay. The Great British Baking Show is amazing.
It's so wholesome, and it's
Yes.
just like I watch it and I feel good, and I actually get sad whenever people leave, and I just like how kind they are to each other.
I like how they're not super mean. That is the best part.
Yeah,
I like how they make things, and I'm like, I feel like I could do that. Like watching them, like watching the
Right?
process of it. I'm like, I bet I can make bread.
yeah. I could make. Gosh, what did they make today? Tools. Or
The
Tweedles.
twisty things.
Yeah, and they made those. I was like,
Yeah.
those look so good. The only problem is I want to eat everything.
Yes. It makes me want to bake real bad when I watch it, and then I just make too much dessert, and then we have a lot of dessert in our house. Yeah, we haven't watched the most recent season they just put up, but we've watched the other 3 that are on Netflix.
Oh, okay, I'm on season 2.
Is that the one? Who's on that season?
So I can
Is
only remember
Ruby on
some
that
of-
one? The
Yes.
curly hair.
Yeah,
love her.
I love Ruby, but I just feel like there's so many times where she's like, "Oh, I am just gonna wing it." I'm like, "No, girl, don't wing it. Fucking try.
You gotta practice.
Try." Yeah.
Ruby's
So she
good.
makes me kind of mad, but there is another. I can't remember. But there is another girl on there that I really like.
I don't even remember who won that season.
Well, I do not know yet. There's a girl that reminds me, or a lady an older lady, who's, I think her name is Christine, but I just call her New Nancy in my head.
She is New Nancy. But Nancy was like a little more salty than Christine is.
She was.
I love Nancy. I love Nancy.
Was so saucy. But whoa, what are you doing, my friend? I just love it so much. So I'm going between watching that and watching Dark, which is really good.
Dark.
Wait, I don't know if I know that one.
It's a German murder show.
Oh, I feel like somebody in my timeline was talking about that recently. What have I been watching? I am like this close to finishing Hunter x Hunter finally. I've actually been reading books recently. I remembered like, oh yeah, reading is nice. And I forgot about it. I've been reading the Lies of Locke series by Scott Lynch, and they are good.
What are those about?
They're about thieves, like a thieves guild, basically. Is that what you would say, Tim?
Okay.
No.
Well,
Not thieves,
okay.
they're not a guild.
Well, okay, not a guild, but like they were like a thief. They're like a thieves group.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. So there's thieves. So it's like very complicated capers, basically. Lots of like putting on disguises and tricking rich people out of their money.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my phone just decided to get so... Sorry, Bashaya was missing earlier for like an hour and a half and no one had talked to her.
Oh,
We all thought she
really?
was dead. And she was just taking a nap.
I thought you were dead, but you were taking a nap.
Bajai was missing, meaning she was not on the internet, so everyone was freaking out.
No, she was
I wanna
supposed
get an
to...
internet presence that good.
She was supposed to record a show.
Oh.
And she didn't show up to the recording, and then no one could get a hold of her or anything. And so everyone was like,
yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
She wasn't watching. What was that show?
Riverdale?
No.
The show that Mike Bachmann was watching that one time.
Army Wives.
Oh, Army Wives?
Terrace House. Oh. Oh, yes. No, she was not watching Army Wives.
Should have been. That was her mistake.
You know, Bachmann, well, and you guys too, you know this. There was, I don't remember what it was. I think it was Netflix had out God, what was it? It was the show The Good Witch, the one that we watched in Portland.
Yeah.
Airbnb. It had like 3 seasons of it.
Yep.
Oh my
No,
God.
that shit's still going. Carrie has gotten down a dark hole. Like part of the problem with having a newborn is that you watch all your Netflix stuff really quick and then you're just out of shit. And so she's just watching like back-to-back bad Christmas movies on Netflix.
Ah, nice.
Did we start the episode? I'm getting tired.
They're so bad. Yeah, no, I thought we did.
I guess it is kind of late. Shit.
Oh God, it is really late.
How do we
What
do
have we
this?
done?
Do we just
Fucked
want to
up.
do one next week?
We could.
We honestly
Man,
could.
we actually really could.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got zero problem.
I'm
with
free
that.
next week. I don't have shit going on.
I can't do Thursday, but other than that,
I can
I don't
only
think I
do
can.
Thursday.
No!
I can do whatever.
I'm
could do
probably not
Monday
performing
or
in
Thursday.
Boston for several months, unfortunately.
Why?
Someone's just asking. I don't have any shows planned.
Yeah, we
I
can
can
do
do
next week.
Monday.
I can do Monday.
let me
It's fine.
double check.
Monday would be difficult for me. I've got family in town.
I can do Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday's good.
I'd have to switch Potter Pod and they'll probably yell at me.
Well, Bajaya's gone, so
Yeah, she
That's
disappeared.
true.
No one's heard
she-
from her.
She texts back. She's fine.
whenever
I
Bachmann's missing, we just assume we don't freak out.
No.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Oh, ow, that hurts me. Yeah, I do feel like tired. Maybe because I drank half a bottle of wine. That could be it.
I'm extremely tired. It's probably from the submarine game.
Why does Josh keep sending bullshit at things that don't matter?
How long
'Cause we
until
done-
I can play with you guys? Like, how long is
yeah,
the game?
we
take?
have to take
You have
at
to
least
start
a
a new
2-week
game.
break. But yeah, I'll get you in a new game.
The other,
Okay.
sorry, I'm thinking on scheduling shit too. I think it would probably not be a terrible thing if we like banked a few
Yeah.
like over the next like month or so, just because I could see the first like couple weeks when I'm in LA being weird. Because I think I'm flying out on January 19th, which is a Friday, so I'm probably going to be like packing and shit the day before, so probably want to record that Thursday. I don't know if we're even set to record that Thursday.
We are on the 18th.
Okay, so that might be hard for me that week because I have to pack up my life for 2 months.
We also have to do that bonus thing that we're going to do with Raw Fury.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't have any information on that, so.
Right. Well, we just.
But all that to say is it might be nice to do like a couple of weeks of like double recording
Yeah.
if we could.
Oh, Michael, you're just saying that could slot into the.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm going to work in our LA office for a couple months because two of my coworkers are going on maternity leave within a week of each other in my department in our LA office. So I'm going to. So someone was like, "Who wants to go to our LA office from January to March?" And I'm like, yes, the Bostonian would like to go to LA. From
I want to see
January
sun.
March, please." So yeah.
Okay. Well, if Tuesday is the only day that works for everybody else, I can prostrate myself.
You have the kids on Wednesday?
Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
Can they play?
Yeah, does Owen want to
sure.
play?
He would.
Does Larkin
love
want to play?
it. Yeah. Too. She'd have to play a cat though.
We should absolutely like do that sometime.
That would be awesome.
She was playing. We were playing a game, and she was playing a druid who turned into a giant tiger, so that she could be a cat.
Does anyone know where to find all your whispers that you get from in Twitch?
Give me my whispers, baby.
What is my phone doing? My phone just changed times.
Oh no!
My phone's been fucking up a lot. One of my clocks says that it's 10:30, and one of them says that it's 9:30.
No.
Which one's right?
Are you an iPhone person or an Android person?
I'm an Android.
Okay, my iPhone is very much on the brink of death right now, and I need to get a new phone before I leave on this work trip. So I
Yeah.
need to decide if I'm sticking with iPhone or if I'm going to Android or whatever land.
I think it was a huge pain in the ass because I used to have an iPhone, and it was a huge pain in the ass to switch everything over. But since switching everything over, like my email is Google. I save everything in Google. So Android is so easy
Yeah.
to use all of that with.
Like aren't the Google phones like pretty cool?
The
They come
Pixel
out-
2 is really neat.
Yeah.
My coworker has it, and he loves it so much.
The only thing that kind of sucks, I guess, is that let me.
I spent hundreds of dollars on apps.
Yes, the apps thing, but I honestly barely use apps.
Yeah, you don't use apps, but I
That's
do.
because my
but,
phone's so small.
but it's Android, so you can steal them all.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of apps are cheaper or free, or I don't know how it might work cross-platform or if you've paid for it, but I don't know.
That's
I doubt it.
my workout apps are on iPhone though.
That's what like.
But if you have an
Oh,
account,
my shit's
it
there.
might save it to the account.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
So if you downloaded it again, but I don't know, like if you paid for an
The
app.
thing that pisses me off about Android is that every single manufacturer wants to put their own like fucking overlay, and,
Yeah,
like,
I
their own
don't-
mail app
Yeah.
on it, and like this
Well-
is strictly coming from like an IT standpoint, but we just
Yeah,
did huge mail migration, and
Okay,
every single
but-
fucking person was like, "Oh, my mail doesn't work," and it's because they all have bullshit apps.
But also,
Yeah.
like it's the same thing. Do you mean like the basically the bloatware where Samsung has like all of
Yeah.
their shit on?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but Apple has that on their phones.
What,
Not
like,
the same.
No, not really. I mean, and the thing,
I mean,
the thing that,
exactly like the watch app and
yeah,
I just move it all to the third
Yeah.
page where I don't ever go.
yeah, I
But-
think you delete a lot of it now.
Also, everything on iOS is standardized. I mean, you don't have a bunch of different
But just
manufacturers.
because it comes on the phone doesn't mean that it's not.
No,
Well, but like
what
you're
I'm
gonna
saying
have
is that,
Samsung.
no. What I'm saying is that everybody's using like weird, like subtle variations of basically the same program.
Yeah.
Because they all have phones from
Oh.
different manufacturers, and they all handle like Exchange and Office 365 poorly. but in different like weird ways. And then, but I mean, from like an IT standpoint, like try telling a user like, oh, stop using this app and use a different one. Even if it's better, they're gonna be like, well, I always use this one, so let's just make it work. And I'm like, no, like we're not gonna do that.
I don't know. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Michael.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if we were gonna record on Tuesday instead, we should try to do 2 on Tuesday.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's why it's Tuesday. Tuesday, Michael.
Tuesday.
Honestly, like my next week
Tuesday.
work is like chill, so I could probably like leave. Like we could probably start earlier.
I could start earlier on Tuesday.
Maybe let's plan to do an earlier episode.
4 p.m.
I can do some. I'm usually always ready by 5:30.
Okay.
Eastern.
I could do like 6:30 if I pushed it.
Okay.
Apple gives you a dope U2 album.
Damn, that's a good point.
Back in.
Hard to argue that.
Yeah, let's plan on doing an earlier episode on Tuesday. I like that idea, and I would just tell work.
And
Sorry,
we'll
I
do
gotta
2.
leave.
We'll do 2 for sure.
Okay. Yes, 2. Definitely doing it. I had a weird day at work, so I feel like the wine got to my system worse than I thought it was going to.
The only time I realize I'm still sick is if the random days that I cough or a Stranger Thing slug comes out of my mouth. But if none of those 2 things happen, I do get much tighter.
Yeah.
But that also could be the sub game.
I don't know. I feel like your body has like had a rough month or so.
Yeah.
What a sicky boy.
And now these people are attacking me with their
Somebody
subs.
in the chat was asking me what workout app I use. Before, I was using the 5x5 Strong Lifts app, but now I'm doing 531.
How's that?
I like it. It's definitely different, and I know that I'm gonna have to like switch up my workout because when I go to LA, I'm not gonna buy a gym membership for 2 months. But there's like a gym in the building that I'm staying in. But I'm sure it's not like a full gym. You know what I mean? It's not like it probably doesn't have like a real
see
squat
what
rack.
there is. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'll probably go. So I used to do this program called oh my god, my brain just like totally blanked out. New Rules of Lifting, and and I really like the New Rules of Lifting for abs, and most of that stuff is like dumbbell stuff. So that's I should be able to do that while I'm there, hopefully.
Nice.
But I like the 531. It's like super simple. Like I like things that are just like just tell me exactly what to do, and I go in, and I do the thing, and then I leave.
Yeah.
I don't have to think about it at all.
Nice. I have just been saving workouts and everything.
Yeah.
Do from Instagram. That seems
hey man,
helpful.
that's the way to do it.
Who all wants to do the Jonas thing? Because I don't think we all have to do it if people are busy or whatever.
I'm happy to do it.
The what now?
We're doing another Raw Fury Games.
Oh, when
thing. Soon. It would make sense for us to put it up like soon because his guy's name is Rudolph.
Okay, so
it's just like it writes itself, right? Like
I mean, I'm pretty. We're hanging out with friends on Saturday, and then next Saturday we're seeing Star Wars and then hanging out with friends. But other than that, I don't feel like we've got a lot of plans in the evening for the next bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs to do it. I think we'd have to do it with him on a weekend.
Okay,
is that right? Because he's in fucking
yeah, that makes sense.
I
can do Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have a weekend until after Christmas.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Tim and I are around. We're not traveling for Christmas, so Tim is very absorbed in his subs right now.
How did Mushi take back Jesse's?
What? He's dead.
Wow.
Did he have like backups?
He must have just sent it like
queued it up.
Damn.
Because he's got stuff that's going to be going for days.
I'm gonna end the stream because I keep trying to play YouTube videos, forgetting that I'm still streaming. I just I want to watch them.
All right.
Thank you so much. Sorry I didn't do two.
Yeah, sorry I didn't do two. We all got to do. We'll be better next time.
So can we all say next Tuesday?
Yes, Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. The
Sorry, that's going to yell at me.
Well, he yells at fucking everybody. It's not
Bajai doesn't yell at everyone.
Have you met Bajai before?
I can see Bajai next weekend.
That's like her number one personality trait.
Unless she's napping.
She loves a nap.
Unless she's having a siesta.
We'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go lounge on the couch and finish my glass of wine right now.
I'm gonna
Sounds
play the dating game.
Final Fantasy?
Mm-hmm.
When's that Windows release coming out? I
Uh,
want it for PC.
I was watching Tim play Final Fantasy, and I'm like, wow, this is very different than what I thought it was.
Yeah,
15.
you thought it was like
I
Final
thought it was-
Fantasy 9.
I thought it was like Lord of the Rings ass shit, and then I was like, why is there this? Why are they in a cart?
I all have cool leather outfits.
They're trying to kill varmints.
Yeah, they kill a lot of varmints.